How's it going, y'all? TK's here and I'm back. Finally finished the Firefly project and I am really excited about it. If you've been a part of the channel for the last 6 months, you'll probably have heard me talk about or seen the videos and shorts of me working on this project. I started it about 6 months ago and have slowly been really changing everything about the guitar. From the hardware to the pickups to the pots, and completely transformed the look and the sound of this guitar. I'm going to put some links in the description below of the first video that I did about 6 months ago, showing you the guitar, kind of talking about it a little bit, and showing the disassembly process that I did. I'll put a link to a couple of the shorts that I made, as well as the live stream of me soldering the pickups to the pots and putting it all together. And about that live stream, the wiring harness and pots that I got were custom made by my good friend Chris Cook. I'm going to put a link to his channel, as well as a link to a video he made after putting together the wiring harness and giving me some instructions on how to solder it and install it. Because if you know anything about ES style guitars, they are pretty difficult when it comes to installing the pots and the switch and the jack and everything. So big thanks to Chris for all his help answering all my questions and for putting together that wiring harness for me. So before I get started showing you this, I did in that 6 months process get really curious if Firefly's other guitars were as good as this ES style. Everybody raved about this ES style guitar, but they make T style, S style, Les Paul style, and I ended up ordering another one of theirs. It was on sale for $160 and got this one with P90 pickups. And the quality is just as good. So for 160 bucks, I got this, and I really enjoy this guitar as well. I probably won't do this extreme customization that I did on this Firefly, but I just had to see, and the price is so good. How could I say no? So if you're interested in other Firefly guitars, they make a bunch of different ones, and here's one of them. So let's talk about what I did here. If you remember from the first video, everything was silver and black, and now it's all cream and gold. I went with all Geiger hardware that I got on Amazon, but everything else I purchased from local stores because I couldn't quite find tuners that I liked or bridge that I liked at my local guitar store, so I ended up ordering these Geiger locking tuners, which work really well, and I think they look great, as well as the bridge down here with the rollers. And actually, I didn't even have to adjust this. The intonation was perfect, which I was very surprised that the intonation was spot on. I did get the pick guard, bracket, knobs, switch cover, the poker chip. I got all that at my local guitar shop. I'm actually wearing their t-shirt, Space Tone Guitars. And then I went with rail hammer hum cutter P90 pickup. So I wanted P90s, and but I didn't want to do the whole routing process, so I got humbucker size P90s, and I went with these rail hammers, and I went with two different types. In the neck, we have their clean cut P90, and in the bridge, we have their Nuevo 90, which is supposed to give a classic vintage P90 tone. Not only do they sound great, but they look really cool. They're different. I wanted this guitar to look unique, and I think they nailed it. Some of the difficulties that I came across with a import guitar and then using American made products, a lot of the screw holes are either different sizes or don't line up. And so my buddy Viking pointed out that if I line up the frame with the pickups in it, and line up the holes on this side. They'll line up perfectly, and then I just had to drill new holes for this side. I did have to make the holes bigger for the pots, and by using a reamer, that was really easy. But only the pot holes I needed to make bigger. The jack and the switch were fine. I had to drill a new hole for the top of the pick guard, and I actually had to get 2 pick guards. The first pick guard I butchered because it didn't quite fit in the bracket, in the space, and I tried to use a knife to cut it, and I really butchered it. So I got another pick guard and used sandpaper. I used 220 grit sandpaper and just sanded away right here, and I'm very pleased that I got it to line up perfectly with the gaps in there. So there were a couple tweaks that had to be made to make it all work, but they were all very easy and manageable to do. Like I said, I did a live stream of the soldering for the pickups, and luckily Chris hopped in there and was able to help me out because I did have a few issues. I thought I had it all set up and good, and was about to put them all in, and he said, stop, test it first, and sure enough, nothing worked. So I resoldered everything, and now I'm gonna go and take that squeaker toy away from my dog. So hold on. Don't worry, I'll give the squeaker toy back as soon as this video is done. If you watch my Gran Turismo live streams, you'll know that my dog loves the squeaker toy because you can hear it the whole time. So, back to what I was saying. Finally got it all wired up. It was tricky. Really the only tricky one was the jack to get in, and I ran a guitar string through and pulled it out. These were fairly easy once you get them in the F-hole. It's a little hard to get them in the F-hole. Switch was super easy to put on there. And yeah, I mean, I am so pleased with this guitar. The only thing that I need to change is I decided to try new type of string that I've never used before, and I went with these chrome flat wound jazz style strings, and I'm not a big fan of them, so I will be swapping the strings out. I don't know a ton about strings. I haven't done a lot of research, so if you guys have some string recommendations, please put them in the comments. I'd love to hear. But now I think it is time to turn this thing on and let you hear it. Keep in mind I am a self-taught amateur guitar player, so there are a lot of people who could do a better demo than myself, but I'm going to play it how I play, and hopefully you guys like it. We'll start off in the neck, and I was very interested. The neck sounds a lot different than I thought it was going to sound. I'll let y'all hear it. If we turn the tone down a little bit. So it's a lot deeper than I was expecting it to be. I have this set on the green black panel setting on my Champion 20. A little finger picking. distortion. A little fuzz. Too much boost there. Middle position. Really like the way this sounds. We'll go to the bridge. Bridge, I think, is a lot brighter. back up to the neck. I'm just going to play middle, bridge, back up to the neck. Put a little chorus in. Yeah, so that's it. I completely redid this guitar. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, what a waste of money. These pickups were, one was $105 and the other was $120. So we're at $225 in the pickups. That's already more than this guitar costs. Hardware, pots and all that. You know, we're looking at around $400 for a guitar that only costs $200. This was more for me as a fun project to see if I could do it, if I enjoyed doing it, and if I would like to do more stuff like this. And for me, it was a complete success. Love how it looks, love how it sounds, love how it plays. And, you know, in the future, if I want to, I can take all this out, put it in a different guitar, a nicer guitar. I kept all the old hardware so I can easily swap it back if I need to. But, you know, I'm super happy with it. I couldn't be more pleased. This is probably going to be my go-to guitar now. Can't wait to continue to get better at guitar and progress as a player. And to do more projects. I had a lot of fun. I like to go on OfferUp and other used places, pawn shops, and look for projects. So now that I have the confidence to build something like this, you know, I'm going to start searching for other things that I can work on and upgrade as a fun hobby to do. Yeah. Hope you guys liked it. I'll finish the video with some close-ups of it so you guys can see it better and stop talking. But, you know, if you guys like this, if you enjoyed the journey, even though it took me a long time, please let me know. Let me know if you'd like to see anything else like this. I have some other guitar projects I can do. Let me know what kind of strings you would recommend for this. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Like I said, I had a lot of fun. I didn't know what I was doing. Luckily, had some people to help me. So if you're interested in doing something like this, give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. You can find these guitars for really cheap and tinker with them, and you don't have to feel bad about messing them up. And then, you know, you can progress your skills and maybe work on something that is actually worth some money. But until then, I'm going to keep playing this and having fun, and I hope you guys have a great one. I'll catch you later. Thanks.